Hey, what's up guys? Let's talk about bringing life back to an old laptop that may be running slow and sluggish. Upgrading the RAM and hard drive to an SSD or solid state drive are the two best options to boost the performance and speed of your old laptop and get it running like new. The first thing you're going to want to do is back up your hard drive. In this video, we want to make a brand new laptop, so we're going to boot from the USB with a fresh Windows 11 install. For Windows installation, you want to make sure you have a flash drive with at least 8 gigabytes of storage. Go to the link I've provided in the description or just Google Windows 11 download and you'll be able to get there. You can do this on your device that you are about to upgrade or a different device if you have it. Go to download installation media. This is a Windows 11 VM that I have set up inside Proxmox. So go to the download Windows 11, Google it. I already have the tab set up. Go down to create Windows 11 installation media. Go ahead and click download. That's going to download. Go ahead and open that up. Make sure your USB flash drive is plugged in. Go through and accept these terms. Alright, once you get to this screen, if you are downloading this onto your flash drive on the PC that you are upgrading the RAM and hard drive, keep this clicked. If not, uncheck it. Hit next. Pick USB flash drive, and here it tells you it needs to be at least 8 gigabytes. Hit next. Alright, once you get here, make sure you pick the correct USB flash drive because it will delete everything that's on it. Hit next. It'll go through that installation, tell you it's successful, and then go ahead and take it out. I already finished the installation, so this is just going to be a voiceover of the installation process that I have recorded. In this video, I'm upgrading an ASUS Q302LA. Originally came with 6 gigabytes of RAM and a 500 gig hard drive. I'm going to be upgrading it to 12 gigabytes of RAM and a 240 gig solid state drive. In this particular laptop, there's 4 gigs embedded to the motherboard and 2 gigs removable, so this will be upgraded to a total of 12 gigabytes of RAM. So this is the laptop that we'll be upgrading. It's the ASUS Q302. Go ahead and flip it over. You'll see the screws on the back. Get a screwdriver. I can recommend a repair kit online, and I'll link that in the description below. I'll speed up through the process of unscrewing the back plate. Or once you have all the screws out, go ahead and take the back plate cover off. It's usually just popped in there, so just run your fingers along the side and it should pop out. Go ahead and put that to the side. So in this video, you see we'll be pointing out the battery, the hard drive, and the RAM is under that silver cover. The next step is going to be disconnecting the battery. So you'll see I'm going to lift up on this black tab right here and lift up that tab, make sure the battery is disconnected. Next step is removing the RAM cover. It has these 4 holes in the motherboard that keep the cover in place. That I'm pointing to right now. Once you have the RAM cover off, there's these 2 pins that are keeping the RAM in place. Go ahead and lift outwards on both of those, and then you'll see the RAM pop up at a 45-degree angle. Go ahead and give the RAM a tug. It should come out easily, and then you'll see the 4 gigs embedded, and then this is a 2 gigabyte RAM DDR3. Put that to the side. Open up the new RAM, which is going to be an 8 gigabyte RAM DDR3. Go ahead and insert that in the same direction that you took out the other one. Push it in at a 45-degree angle until those gold pins are no longer visible. Once they're no longer visible, go ahead and give it a push down, and then you will hear it click in place and those pins come back into their respective spots. So now we're going to move on to replacing the hard drive. There's going to be on this hard drive 5 screws. The screw on the right is a warranty screw in yellow. This laptop is old, so don't worry about the warranty screw. But if you do have a newer laptop that you're upgrading, just be aware that that tape on there is to see if anyone has messed with the insides of the laptop. So now that I have all the screws out, go ahead and lift up on the hard drive, and then you're going to want to disconnect the SATA cable. So just give that a pull. It can be a little bit difficult, so just gently wiggle it back and forth until it's loose. This particular hard drive is covered, so go ahead and peel that piece off. We won't be needing it, so you can peel it all the way off. You'll see 4 screws, 2 on each side, holding this hard drive into place. Unscrew those 4 screws. Once that's done, just lift up on the hard drive and it will pop out. So this is a mechanical hard drive. It's a 500 gigabyte Seagate hard drive. Alright, and then this is the 240 gigabyte SATA solid state drive. As you can see, this one's covered, has no exposed areas, so you don't need that tape cover from the old hard drive. Make sure you orientate the SATA inputs correctly. Screw the hard drive cover back in with those 4 screws. Reconnect the SATA cable. Go ahead and line it up correctly and push the cable in until those pins, gold pins, are no longer visible. Align the hard drive bracket with the holes in the motherboard and replace those screws. Alright, once you have all those screws replaced, take the RAM cover. Here I'm pointing to those areas that you need to align with the holes in the motherboard to make sure the RAM cover gets put into place correctly. Because if you push on it too hard, you'll bend those points. So make sure it's lined up and just push it down. Alright, once you have everything put together, go ahead and push the cable for the battery back into place. Just give it a little push. Place the back cover, just align it and snap it on all the sides, and then go ahead and replace all the screws, keeping the back cover in place. Alright, once you have everything back together, go ahead and plug in your USB flash drive, enter the BIOS or UEFI settings for your device. This can either be something like pressing F2, F12, the escape key during boot up. Just Google it for your specific device if you don't know how to do it. Once you're in the BIOS, go to boot options. Make sure boot option number 1 is changed to the USB you have inserted, and from there Windows should be booted up. You'll have a new and improved machine and a fresh installation of Windows 11.